Oscar Bevis, IFL TV MTK Global. I'm in the Frank Warren bubble for the double header, Friday and Saturday night live on BT Sport. Joined by Hamzah Sheeraz. How are you, mate?
All good, Oscar. Yourself, mate?
Very well, very well. All the better for seeing you in here. Like before we went into the bubble, me and Umar were shopping in Westfield and we bumped into you and I was like, what's going on here? But then I realised Umar Khan is fighting on Saturday. Is he the Saturday night? Your cousin, yeah?
Yeah. No, listen, it's his first one. It was his debut. If it wasn't his debut, I wouldn't be here. But, you know, it's good to just... I've been guiding him ever since he turned pro anyway. Do you know what I mean? Helping him out a little bit here and there. And first one in the bubble is going to be a bit tricky for him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just here to, like, hopefully things go smooth. So, yeah, man, just here supporting him, really.
I was going to say, isolation day's boring enough, but the fact that you were willing to do it when you're not fighting says that you believe in this kid.
Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, I was sitting there yesterday thinking, why am I doing this, man? Like, because normally they give you results back within a couple of hours. This one was a whole 24 hours, man, so it was long. But listen, hopefully Saturday night it'll pay off, man. He'll put on a good performance.
Talk to me a little bit about his background. I know that I think Umar's done something a bit with him, and we're going to learn a bit about him from that. But what can you tell us about him, like his boxing background?
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to big him up too much because he's my cousin and everything. Because come Saturday night, what he does is going to speak for himself. I'm like 100% confident. But he's had a good amateur background. I think he only had like 30 amateur bouts, but straight away he was fighting with the top England kids and that. He was beating them. He was beating them fair and square. And then everyone was a bit like, where's this kid coming from and that. And then as soon as I turned pro, he's been seen with me everywhere, my debuts, everything, interviews, all of that. He's just been there and that. And now it's his time to shine. So listen, like I said, come Saturday night, the boy's gonna do us proud.
What sort of outside of the ring advice can you give him? Because obviously, like I said, in the ring he'll have his own style. That'll do its talking himself. But what sort of outside of the ring advice can you give someone? For like, even if it's just how to deal with the media, the lights, the pressure and whatnot.
I think for Umar to stay away from the women, bro.
No. What, and you're doing a good job of that as well?
I'm doing a brilliant job, mate. Nah. Just to say,
get the DMs up now.
No, just to stay concentrated, really. Like, do you know what I mean? There's not. I'm not so much like a father figure to anything, but because he's his own man, and at the end of the day, to get in that ring, you've got to obviously have a big pair of balls, and you're your own man at the end of the day. So listen, he's going to do whatever he wants to do, but I'm here to like just anything he's unsure of. Obviously, I've had 12 fights now. Anything he's unsure of, I can just help him with it, and yeah, man, outside the ring, he's a good kid anyway, so there's not much to really teach him.
All right, yourself. Let's talk about Guido. What was his second name? I can't even remember. Piatti, something like that. Everyone was waxing lyrical. I think the BT pundits had you down as the hottest talent or the hottest talent in British boxing. Pundits, former fighters, I think David Hay, Cole Frampton and the likes, praise everywhere. I know that's not going to have got to your head, but just hearing that steps in the right direction. Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, for me, that performance was like 4 out of 10, like 3 out of 10. Honestly, it was a lot. I could have done a lot better. I know that myself because I hurt my hands in the first round. I know in a few interviews I keep banging on about it. But listen, it is what it is. If I could put on a performance like that, injured, imagine what I can do when I'm 100%. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, listen, there's not much to live up to. Carl Frampton only said I was going to be a world champion. Do you know what I mean? So, I just got to crack on with things and hopefully I'll get there, man. I've got to make the right moves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I think Carl Frampton done decent in his boxing career. I'm not sure. But yeah, where do we go next? Obviously, like we'd love to just see you fight all the domestic boys at 154, Queensberry and Matcham. There's so many good domestic 154 fights. That's what we want next. Is that level of opponent-wise what we can expect next?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, there's loads of talks of different opponents here and there. Hopefully something will get signed, man. I'm game my side. I always am game my side. I don't like to talk too much in interviews and that. Call out this man, call out that man, because it's not what I do. So I sign paperwork and I'll fight at the end of the day to get myself to the top. I'll do what's got to be done to get to the top. But yeah, man, listen, this 154 is a mad division to be in. It's a crazy division to be in. It's a good one to be in as well. So whatever the weather, innit? Whatever the weather.
Because you've got the WBO European trap, I suppose there is potential that you could easily, not that you want to skip those fights, but you could, like an opportunity could arise for you to fight. I know you could be picked as a mandatory or voluntary, or do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you could be picked in that way. So there is potential you could skip that scene as well, but you want you want the fights domestically in this division. Yeah,
100%. Listen, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be that question, isn't there? Listen, who's the best at 154? This kid, that kid, whoever. And listen, I'm just here to prove it at the end of the day. But if I was to get a call up, I'd grab the opportunity with both hands. Because listen, I believe in myself. Obviously, I won't be in the ring otherwise. But I'm hopefully in like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I want to be challenging for world titles, man.
And in recent years, 154 has been a division where like the belts are just flying about with different people. The script's being ripped up all the time. You think you've got the new pound for pound one, and then he gets beat. So, would you be shocked to see yourself with a world title in 2 years' say?
No, 100% I wouldn't be. Listen, it's my aim. It's my aim. Whether it be at 154, whether it be at 160, who knows? In 2 years' time, I might not be able to make the weight again. But my aim is to win it at 154.
Are we slowly getting there? Because I feel like from when I started at IFL a couple of years ago interviewing you, it's always been he's tall. Will he make the weight at this point, Are we finally getting... Oh, here we go. I mean, the tripod's too high. How are we?
Yeah, I'm good, man. What about yourself?
I'm all right. I was actually just asking Hamzah about his ambitions, potentially 154 and beyond, but now you're here. Excited?
Yeah, excited, man. Ready to go now. Buzzing.
This is a full-on gate crash. Let me just ask you one more. I actually weren't. Let me just ask you one more thing, Hamzah. When can we expect to see you out, just quickly?
Hopefully June, man. Hopefully June. I'll be, like I was just chatting to you before, I'll be moving to LA now for my camp. And I'll be training with Ricky Funes now. Will Jones as well. He's going to be coming out for the last month out there. So Ricky Funes, I'm going over to LA at the end of this month, really. And I've got solid 10 to 12 weeks out there. Come back a new man.
Your Instagram account's going to be even better and even more clean now.
Yeah, exactly.
LA content.
That's it, LA content, man. Get all that hot weather behind me.
You got the brand growing as well, by the way. I have to just say, like, you seem to have, I saw, was it a car dealership gave you a motor or something? It's all kind of in your direction, isn't it?
Yeah, no, listen, I got sponsored by Lexus actually, so I'm going in the right direction, and I bought a car. I've got a good deal off Exclusive Autos in Watford. They seem to be doing all the boxes, man. So it's a massive shout out to them.
You're having a good time. And you're right, Hamzah, thanks. And this has been Hijacked, so I'm going to say see you later.
And cheers, Oscar. Thank you very much.
Right, I'm going to have to tilt the camera down a bit because Hamzah's a little bit taller. How's things?
Yeah, all good, man. Just ready to go now, yeah.
Nervous?
No, not really. I'm more excited. I'm not really nervous. I'm quite surprised, actually.
Did you expect to be nervous then?
Well, even in the amateurs, I never really used to get that nervous. It's more like a excitement thing. I'm not nervous.
Are you shitting yourself?
No, I'm not, man.
Tell us a little bit about your relationship with Hamzah. Obviously, he said to me he's like sort of guided you at points, and you've been there in his pro career and seen how things have gone. That's only going to benefit you, I suppose, seeing those little 1% and 2% that he had as a pro.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, I've been there since his debut, so I've literally seen him go from 0-0 to 12-0, and I've seen the ups and downs and like behind the scenes, everything that goes on. So it's definitely been a huge experience, and I'm grateful to have been around him.
Talk to me about your amateur career. You said you've had a good amateur career, fought a lot of top lads as well, beat some GB boys as well.
Yeah, so I had about 28 amateur fights. I lost 4 of them. I won 1 national title, and I beat a lot of the top. To be honest, I was only in the amateurs for about 3-4 years, but in that space, I beat a lot of the top boys, and I fought a lot of the top boys. So I definitely gained a lot of experience as an amateur. Yeah.
What was it that sort of lured you to the pros? What was it? Was it the money? Was it the lights? Or because obviously a lot of people, you could have spent longer in the amateurs, I suppose, built your craft that way, but you're doing it as a pro. What was sort of the lure to change?
Now, to be honest, it was never really I've always grown up watching pro boxing, so it was never really my goal to be like a good amateur or go to the Olympics or anything like that. I've always wanted to fight on TV, and like the lights, the money, the glamour, all of that, the lights.
The girls, Hamzah said girls as well.
That's him, man, not me. That department's down to him at the minute.
And obviously, you're going to be fighting on TV. You're going to be fighting on a massive BT deal. Have you signed a deal with Frank Warren? Are you a Frank Warren fighter?
Yeah, I've signed with Queensbury. I signed with Queensbury in September, yeah. So I'm with Queensbury and managed by Andy Alien.
And why the wait from September till now? Is it just, why the wait for this long until the professional debut?
Now, to be honest, because of COVID and the pandemic and that, it was a bit long getting my license, but at the end of the day, it was really a benefit. Obviously, I had a lot more time to prepare, but yeah, it's mainly because of the pandemic. And I'm probably not the only one. There's probably been a lot of people that's been waiting for a debut, but I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Well, it starts this weekend, and give us a little sales pitch. Tell us what we can expect when Umar Khan walks into that ring.
Listen, man, I'm not gonna say too much, but I'm just gonna go there, do my thing. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. Just gonna get through it and hopefully get a good win.
Good luck and fingers crossed it all goes smoothly.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Bosh, there we go.